Welcome to the official start of the Dragonverse, where our motto is familiar powers, unfamiliar heroes. Stick around for some epic adventures as we get started with none other than the dynamic Arachnid. We begin inside one of Emerald City's premier nightclubs. Bright lights flash and loud music blast over the sound system. Patrons dance and enjoy their drinks. Present in the club are white masked associates. The larger of the two men sits alone in a booth. The other laughs and flirts with a woman at the bar. Eventually, he returns to the booth. "Brother, what are you doing over here by yourself? You not having fun?" The large man shrugs. "I'd rather be elsewhere if I'm being honest." "Are you mad? David, these American women love us. You're missing out." David shrugs again. "American women aren't worth the effort. Don't worry about me, Adam. Go on." This time, Adam shrugs. "Come on, bruv. You know I hate it when you aren't having a good time." Adam's phone suddenly buzzes. "It's the boss." David sits up. "What's he saying?" "Come on, time to go." The two grab their things and exit the club. The duo arrive in White Mask's office. He's looking out the window. A glass of whiskey sits on the desk. The bottle is nearby. Adam whistles and picks up the bottle for examination. "Top shelf stuff, boss. I take it everything went well." "Indeed. Please, help yourselves, gentlemen." "Don't mind if I do." "Brother?" David nods eagerly. Adam pours his brother and himself a glass. The trio toast. "Now that the old man is dead, what's next?" "Nothing has changed, gentlemen. Now, we kill Arachnid." The next day, we join Thomas at school as he approaches a young man who is cleaning out his locker. "Mason!" Mason smiles. "Tommy, what's up, dude?" "Nothing much. I was just hoping to catch you before you left school. I heard about this stuff with your dad." Mason chuckles. "Word spreads quickly. One day you're a regular kid and your dad has a regular job. The next he tells you he works for one of the most dangerous men in the city. I'm trying not to think about it. Can't imagine Emily's taking the news well." "No, she's not, but we'll make it work. Speaking of, we miss you at the table. Campaign hasn't been the same since you left." "I know, I miss it. I really do. Since I have plenty of time, I'll text you some of the more fun stuff you've missed." "Thanks, bro. Stay safe with your family." Thomas leaves Mason and heads down the hall. When he rounds the corner, he's grabbed by Annie and Carter. "Got you!" "Hey guys, what's up?" "It's time, Tommy." "For?" "Games. The three of us. Tonight." "What kind of games?" "All of them." Thomas begins to think. He's gonna say no. "No, he won't. Especially not after this." Annie does her best to pout. Thomas struggles mightily, but remains resolute. "You failed, your highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me." Annie glares at him. "So be it, Jedi." Her glare breaks into a smile, and the three of them break out into laughter. "But seriously, you better be there tonight." "All right, I will." Carter smiles. 7 p.m. sharp, Blake. 7 p.m. You got it. Thomas arrives home after an afternoon of crime fighting. When he does, he sees a familiar pickup truck in the driveway. He enters the door and hears laughter. "There he is." Tommy smiles as he sees his uncle sitting in the living room. His father and mother are present as well. "How's my favorite nephew?" "I'm your only nephew." "Which is why you're my favorite." The two hug. "My goodness, Natalie. He really did steal your face." "I told you. But he's got your brother's smile." "Of course he does. The Blake smile is a trademark. Comes in handy when attracting mates, too." Miss Blake rolls her eyes. Uncle Charlie examines his nephew's physique. "Holy hell, you really did get in shape. What, do you have a six-pack?" Tommy smiles. 8. Uncle Charlie laughs and looks at his small belly. "I can get there, if I put down the beers." "Sure thing, Uncle Charlie." "I didn't know you were coming today." "Well, I wanted to keep it a secret." "How are things back home?" "Oh, things are fine." Sweet! Tommy, do you have any plans tonight? Yeah, I promised Annie and Carter I'd play games with them. But I can cancel. How often do I get to see Uncle Charlie? Not often enough, but you made a promise. You gotta keep your word. You're right. Before you go, the Awesome Autumn Festival is this weekend, and I think it would make a great family outing. Great idea, honey. I'm going to go check the events list. I'm sure there's plenty to do. Mrs. Blake heads upstairs after her son. Mr. Blake places a hand on his brother's shoulder. Show me that truck of yours. Been dying to see if you had any work done to it. Uncle Charlie smiles. Oh, you're going to love it. Outside, the two examine the Silverado sitting in the driveway. Whew! It's beautiful, brother. Thanks. She sounds even better when she's roaring down the highway. I bet. Gas is a killer, I'm sure. Yeah, but I can manage. So, you gonna tell me what's really going on? Nothing ever gets by you, does it, little brother? A momentary hesitation's all it takes. I got laid off. When? Monday. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. Been working for GM since high school, and this is how they treat me? 30 years. Done in an instant. You have any idea what you're gonna do? I'm already looking for openings in mechanic shops. The Motor City certainly has plenty. Then again, maybe it's time to move a little closer. Emerald City isn't half bad. Thanks for telling me. Listen, don't tell Tommy. I don't want to ruin the weekend. Very well, but he's a smart kid. He might figure out on his own. Mr. Blake puts an arm around his brother, and the two head back inside. The following day, the Blake family has made their way to Dino Park, the location of the annual Awesome Autumn Festival. The park is full of people and activities. Children get their faces painted, a live band plays, and vendors sell their wares, among many other activities. Mrs. Blake is beaming the whole time. Oh, the turnout is wonderful this year. It's usually pretty high, right? Not recently. Attendance has been dropping. I'm surprised you know that, Natalie. Unlike you two Motor City boys, I was born and raised here. I used to love coming here when I was a little girl. I even had a few dates here. Dad, you ever take Mom to a few of these? We went together when I moved here after college. What'd you guys do? I remember making out for most of it. Mrs. Blake hits him on the shoulder. No, that was at my parents' house afterwards. Oh, yeah. You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving. Let's get out of here before your parents gross the both of us out. Stay safe. It's easy to get lost here. Uncle Charlie and Thomas make their way through the park. It's truly a lovely fall day. So, tell me about this girlfriend of yours. Annie? She's great. She's smart, beautiful, funny. She's got a strong moral compass. Doesn't mind when I quote Star Wars. Usually. I could go on. She's actually supposed to be here, I think. Maybe. I don't know. If she does come, I'll introduce you. I'd love it. Sounds like you do have a great relationship. Well, I'm not always there when I should be. We aren't always able to go out on dates or even hang out unless it's at school. Why not? I've got work and other stuff. And you've got to make time for your girlfriend. You don't want to lose her. Like I lost mine. Does Aunt Giselle know you're here? No, neither does Vicky. Hey, do you guys see each other regularly? Not really, but we text every now and then. She's your cousin. I want you two to remain close. Understand? Yeah, I'll try. On the stage, the live performers finish their set. As they thank the crowd, a man dressed in a silver and black suit taps one of the security officers on the shoulder. Here, hold this. The cop barely has time to process what he's holding before the flashbang goes off. As the officer is staggering back, he's knocked out with a single punch. The crowd begins to panic and disperse. The assailant continues to beat down the surrounding security with no issues. Soon, all of them are down. That wasn't a challenge at all. The man leaves the stage and begins to make his way into the crowd. We see Thomas and Uncle Charlie as they're still wandering through the crowds. We should probably head back to your parents. Yeah, you're right. Thomas stops as he senses something. He hears the flashbang in the first set of screams. Uncle Charlie notices moments later. The hell was that? It sounded like a flashbang. His uncle gives him a surprised look, but Thomas's face is serious. Tommy? You go find my parents. What? Why? More screams can be heard in the distance. Something's coming. Then let's get out of here together. You go ahead. I'll catch up. If people are screaming and running, some elderly folks are going to need some help. If we encounter any along the way, we'll help them. Now come on. Thomas looks at his uncle. Go find Mom and Dad. Please. While you do what? Thomas smiles. Help the elderly. Without another word, Thomas darts off into the crowd. As he sprints past other people, he begins to rip his shirt open, revealing his costume. Elsewhere, we see the assailant walking through the crowd. He looks at the people running from him. He spots one man that is about to run past him. He sticks out his foot and trips him. Whoops. More officers begin to approach him. You there! Stop! The man holds his hands up. Looks like you caught me. Take me in, boys. I said, stop! Without another word, the man rushes the cops. One by one, he begins to knock them out. However, he doesn't seem to notice Arachnid swing overhead. Arachnid drops behind the man and throws a punch. With speed, he turns around and catches it. You thought that was gonna work. He kicks Arachnid in the chest, sending him flying back into a nearby food truck. Hey, wait a minute. You're that Arachnid guy I've been hearing about. Arachnid shakes the cobwebs out and stands up. You were looking for me? Not really, but I'm glad you're here. Arachnid walks over to him. Who are you? My friends and enemies call me Free Kill. I take it you don't have a lot of friends. Actually, I've got plenty. Since I've got your attention, why do you say we fight for a bit? Fight for a bit? What is this, a game to you? You've endangered the lives of innocents and caused mass panic. What are you, the mayor of Yappersville? Throw a punch! Arachnid takes a look at Free Quill's equipment. A pair of swords on his waist, a smaller knife on his thigh, and 2 holstered pistols, with a smaller gun on his back. You gonna use those weapons? Not unless you piss me off. You see, I'm kinda strong, so not too many people can throw down with me. That punch of yours I caught gave me an impression that you might be able to. Let's find out. Arachnid takes a stance and so does Free Kill. A moment later, the fight begins. The two dodge each other's initial attacks. Neither one is able to land a blow until Arachnid ducks a kick and punches Free Kill in the face. The mercenary quickly answers with a backhand punch. Uncle Charlie runs until he finds Mr. and Mrs. Blake, which doesn't take him too long. Good to see you're both all right. Where's Tommy? Uncle Charlie points towards the chaos. Back there somewhere. You left him? More like he left me. Said he was going to help people escape. Escape what? What the hell's going on? No idea. We heard noises, screams, started running. Mr. Blake looks at his wife. I'm going to get our son. Hunter, no, just call him. Lead him to us. Natalie, it's okay. I'll be back before you know it. Mrs. Blake goes silent. No, you aren't going anywhere, little brother. I am. Charlie, don't Charlie me. I'm going, and that's final. Just wanted to let you know that I'm okay, and last I saw him, Tommy's okay. Uncle Charlie takes a breath and heads back into the chaos. Free Kill is tossed into a streetlight that falls over. Arachnid charges him and follows up with another kick that sends him flying back even further. Free Kill slides back before springing to his feet. He draws one of his swords. Stop that. Stop what? You're copying. What? What are you talking about? My style, my flow. You're copying it. He begins to swing at Arachnid, who dodges the sword strikes. You're crazy. How am I copying you? Gruff voice? Check. Good combat skills? Check. Stoicism? Check. You're 3 for 3, Arachnid. Freekill thrusts his sword at Arachnid's chest. Arachnid casts the blade between his palms. The two begin to struggle for the advantage. Arachnid eventually snaps the blade in two, breaking the sword. Freekill looks at his damaged sword before kicking Arachnid in the chin, launching him backwards. That's it. You've officially pissed me off. I wasn't going to kill anyone, but now I'm going to kill the next guy I see. Freekill scans the audience. Tommy? Tommy, where are you? A volunteer. I love volunteers. Freekill tosses the broken sword at Uncle Charlie. Arachnid reacts quickly, webbing the hilt of the sword as it passes him. The web stops the sword as Arachnid yanks it back. It clatters to the ground. However, Freekill is already drawing one of his pistols, and he fires at Uncle Charlie. No! Using all of his power to propel himself forward, Arachnid leaps into the path of the bullet. He feels it impact his chest as he manages to stop it from reaching his uncle. He falls to the ground and tumbles. Freekill holsters his pistol. Damn it! I killed him! I mean, he did piss me off, but I didn't want to kill him today. I need to take anger management classes. Hey, guy I was about to kill. You're free to go. I'm out of here. Freekill drops a smoke bomb and disappears. Uncle Charlie approaches Arachnid, who's lying on his back. Much to his surprise, there's no blood. Arachnid slowly sits up and rubs his chest. Ow. He looks at the shell casing on the ground, picks it up, and examines it. You saved me. Arachnid looks up at his uncle, who is in disbelief. Arachnid goes to respond, but stops himself. Instead, he gives Uncle Charlie a quick nod. Have you seen a kid named Thomas around here? He's about, well, your height? Curly black hair? Arachnid quickly shakes his head no. Well, I guess I'll keep looking. Thank you. Again. Truly. With another nod, Arachnid swings away as Uncle Charlie resumes his search. Back near the entrance, a crowd of people, including the Blakes, wait. Moments later, Uncle Charlie, Thomas, and an elderly man appear. Mrs. Blake rushes towards them. See? I told you I'd find him. Mrs. Blake embraces her son. Sorry, Mom. Mr. Green here had fallen and he couldn't get up, so I had to help him out. Don't you ever worry me like that again. Okay, Mom. Thomas hugs his mother. Mr. Blake puts a hand on his brother's shoulder. Thanks. Don't mention it. Uncle Charlie puts a hand on Thomas's shoulder. Hey, can we chat? Of course. The two move off to the side. So, there's something I need to tell you. I lost my job. I kept it from you because I didn't want to ruin the weekend. And that lunatic nearly took away my last chance to speak to you. I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner. It's okay, Uncle Charlie. But thanks for telling me. Can't believe I almost never saw my favorite nephew again. Thomas smiles. You mean your only nephew? Uncle Charlie smiles and the two begin to laugh. That night in White Mask's office, we see White Mask and his associates. Adam is watching his younger brother David hit a punching bag. White Mask watches the evening news. Fortunately, there were no casualties. However, the man who started the attack and battled Arachnid managed to escape. White Mask pauses the television as an image of Freekill pops up. What do you make of this, gentlemen? Either of you heard of the attacker from the festival? Adam walks over to the screen as David continues hitting the bag. That bloke looks familiar. Could find him if that's what you're asking. Perhaps. Perhaps I'll make him come to me. What are you thinking? I have an idea. It'll take some time to come into fruition. Keep an eye on individuals like this, who are willing to take a shot at Arachnid. You got it, boss. White Mask stares at the still image of Free Kill. Hey guys, Big Green Dragon here. I hope you enjoyed what you just watched, and if you did, think about sticking around, subscribing, notification bell. Oh, I think that's the usual stuff YouTubers say. Anyways, seriously, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and hey, come along on this journey with me as we explore the dynamic Arachnid, and of course, many others to be following. I don't have a consistent upload schedule yet. I am just one dragon. But I promise that I will get the videos to you as best as I can in a timely manner. Until next time, take care. Dragon out.